Hi guys, how you doing? Today's video is going to be a wear test of the Max Factor Facefinity All Day Matte Panstick. So I've tried two Max Factor foundations on my channel and they worked out really well. I was impressed by them. I really like them. I still use them to this day. So I thought I would try this Max Factor foundation as well, the Panstick. Really excited to try this. I've been so impressed by the other two Max Factor foundations. They're somewhere on my channel. So yeah, I thought I would try this one. Why not? No one hardly reviews Max Factor foundations because they've been out for so long. They're kind of ancient, but I still think, you know, they sell them in the drugstore. They're still a good foundation. So let's just get into it and apply the foundation. So you have one end of the Panstick, you have shine control. So I'm guessing this is a primer to control shine, and then the other end you have the foundation. You get this much. I'll just twist up. So you don't get too much, you get a tiny bit. Well, I'm guessing that you don't need much. So okay, so this is a long wear foundation, oil free, and this is number 70 Warm Sand, and I hope that this is my shade. So I'm just going to apply the primer stick. So hopefully my face is kind of oily, greasy, because I have sunscreen, etc, etc on. So this is going to mattify all that down, and then I'm going to rub it in with my fingers. Let's go in with the foundation stick. Okay, I'm not sure. Let's just do one side first so we can see the difference. Okay, and I'm going to use my wet sponge. This is one layer on this side of the face. Coverage is not bad. I mean, it's covered for one layer. It seems to have covered really well. That's not, see? Let's go over and do the other side. Yeah, I'm really impressed by that coverage, considering how light I applied it as well. It's covered quite well. Okay, so first layer is done and not looking too bad. Very nice, pretty looking foundation, covered really well. It just looks nice and fresh. I really like it. So I'm going to apply some more. Second layer. I mean, for one, you could apply one layer and be happy with that because it did look really nice. It covered nicely. It looked really pretty. I'm super impressed with Max Factor foundations. I absolutely think they're some of the best drugstore foundations out there. That is really beautiful. A beautiful coverage. The amount of coverage that I have from applying the smallest amount of foundation is really impressive. It looks really beautiful and I'm really liking it. I don't really need to apply a third layer. This is enough. It looks so good. But I'm just going to, just for the sake of the camera, just apply a tiny bit more. And for the fact that I was using a sponge, so I'm just going to top up a tiny bit. But super impressed. And I've not even powdered down yet. And I'm super impressed with it. Okay, so let's apply the rest of the face. It looks so good. I can't believe how good this looks. I'm super impressed. Minimum amount of foundation and you get the most beautiful beautiful looking foundation. That's what I meant to say. And that's why I think you get a tiny bit in the Panstick, because you don't need that much. For concealer, I'm just going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer. This is crease proof and it's got niacinamide and it gives infinite coverage, and it's a 16-hour wear. I really like this concealer. I absolutely think it's one of Revolution's best concealers. I just think it's so good. I'm just going to use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation in a powder. I'm just going to use this to set my face, and I'm going to use the tiniest amount to set. I'm not even going to I mean the tiniest amount. I'm barely putting anything on the brush. But I love this powder so much. I'm going to bronze with my Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is what I've heard. Apparently it's the same kind of formula, same feel. The shade I have is number 1, Sunlight. I believe this is the wrong shade for me. This is too light, so I really do have to pile this on to see kind of any effects. You see, it's kind of really light for me, but I mean it is showing a little bit. But that is a really gorgeous bronzer, considering that I feel it's too light for me. I managed to build it up and it ended up looking super beautiful. It looks so nice. I'm just going to use my Ofra blush in Chameleon. Highlight, again, I'm going in with my Soph Revolution Glow palette because I absolutely love this palette, and today I'm going to use this shade here. I'll just swatch them again for you. They're just the same as her first highlighter palette she brought out, but these are a fraction lighter. I mean like a fraction. You won't even really, you can't even really tell the difference. I think I'm gonna guys, my face is completed. I am going to go about the rest of my day. So on my lips I have the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lipstick 77 in Asia. Haven't used this for ages, just pulled it out. It's a really nice colour. Don't even know if they still sell it in the shops. On my eyes I have the Revolution eye base, which I don't recommend as an eye primer. Eyelid primer, it just doesn't last that long as the other Revolution eye primers do. I think this is the worst one I've used. The other ones I really like. And I have the Urban Decay Naked palette in Heat. Oh, sorry, Petite palette in Heat. This is the mini one, and the formula is incredible. And you get 6 little shades with it and a little mirror. So that's what I have on my eyes. So the time is 12:41. Just after lunchtime. I'm going to wear test this and then I'm going to check back in. So I will see you in a few hours. And I just want to say I'm absolutely loving the base. The foundation, so good. And the powder on top is just chef's kiss. Absolutely love it. So I will see you in a few hours. Hi guys, I'm back. The time is 11 minutes past 8. So it's been on for around 8 hours. I do still really like this foundation. It's not moved around throughout the day. It stayed in place. My head is looking a little bit shiny. And I'm kind of looking a little bit shiny in other places. See, I don't know, because I tried this out the other day and it was perfect. Actually, it stayed mattified all day. So I don't know. So it looked gorgeous for a good few hours. It's only just recently, the past 6 hours, I noticed that I was looking shiny. It's not massive, huge amount of, it's not a massive, huge amount of shine, but it could bother someone if they have oily skin. So again, I am not sure. Of all the Max Factor foundations I've tried, this is the one what I feel has not performed the greatest. It's still a nice foundation and I still like it and it still looks gorgeous on the skin. It's just that I can just see a little bit shiny and it's just bothering me. I mean, it won't bother some people. Everybody's shine threshold is different. It's not that bad, but compared to the other two Max Factor foundations I tried, they didn't really, I wasn't really shiny, but it still looks great. So I mean, just give it a little blot. If you just blot down, I mean, it starts to look good again. The shine's gone and it still looks great. So for me, this is a great foundation. Apart from, you will have to blot, but that's a minor, that's not a big deal. So this is still a nice foundation. It stays in place, it still looks nice after an 8-hour wear. I could probably go longer, but I'm not. So that is it, all I have to say on foundation. It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I do really like Max Factor foundations. I'm going to try some more out, so if you like, then stay tuned for that. I'm going to be trying more in the future. So guys, if you like my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye.